This conference will now be recorded.
Hello everyone, good morning. So welcome to SAP ABAP Technical Training first day of session. Today we were going to discuss about real-time business model. So in our previous sessions, we have discussed in our first day of demo session, what is SAP? This is day one, I'm talking. Day one, we discussed what is SAP and what SAP company is doing and how this company is selling their products and who is purchasing, who need software products of SAP. And we have discussed what is ABAP programming language and what is the importance in SAP products. And we have also discussed about the job opportunities right now, what was the current market for the jobs. And we also discussed about course content, what we are going to cover in this course, and do we have any project discussion, resume preparation. All these points we have discussed in the first day. And then in second day, we have discussed about as a ABAPer, what are your roles and responsibilities? When you joined as a ABAPer in a company, what you are going to do and how companies are using SAP. And we took an example of Amazon. If they purchased any product from SAP, how they will use that, and what are the different consultants we have in SAP who is going to do what role in the software product implementation. And these points we have discussed in our second day of demo. And today, what we are going to see, so today we are going to discuss about inside Amazon company, what is happening with SAP software, how they are doing business, what are the business terminologies involved, how this company is using SAP software for their day-to-day business operations. Those things we will discuss in our today's session. And what are the uh, main product? What we are talking is ERP, and what is this ERP product, and how it is useful for a business and company level end users who is working in companies who is using SAP software. We call it as end users. What they are doing, how this software is really helping. So those things we will discuss in our today's session. And probably we need system access. And for the system access, you might connect with our server support team. You need a remote desktop or a GUI like this, a software installed in your machine. Otherwise, ask them to provide a remote desktop connection. So the connection will be like this. You need a remote desktop application in your desktop, and through this remote desktop, you can connect with your system and this application server details and help to connect with this SAP software. Our server support team, they will guide you how to install and how can you add a system into your remote desktop and how can we access this. Then these things, our server support team, they will guide you. And once you have your Microsoft server is installed in your machine, and probably you can see two front-end applications in your screen. One is SAP Logon and another one is Eclipse. So these are the tools we are going to use in our training session, and these are our softwares where we are going to practice our ABAP training. And this server related already all the configurations which will be done. So you no need to do any installations. So simply you have to click and then connect with the server. That is what you have to do. And when you are connecting, it requires user ID and password. These details will be provided by our server support team. So get in touch with them and ask this system connections and have your user ID and password available. Today we will use this server to see what software we are using and how SAP software being used by Amazon company in their day-to-day business operations. Those things we will discuss. So first of all, when you look at Amazon company, so Amazon is what? It's a online retail platform. So where they are selling products, but they are not the manufacturers of any products. This is a retail platform. So actual product owners are different, and this is connecting customer and the product owners. Let's say LG is a company, they are into different products. They are manufacturers of free refrigerators, TVs, many other products are there. So they can sell directly and they can also use this platform, and they have to pay some charges to Amazon company. So Amazon is getting business in this way. It's a online retail platform. It's connecting both the customer and the uh, product owners. Now, let's say I'm a customer. So my name is Sanjay. I wanted to buy a product from Amazon. And here terminology is very important. Okay. So I wanted to buy product from Amazon website. So my need is I wanted to buy a laptop. What I'll do, I'll search here for a laptop product. And when you are searching, this is called in SAP terminology inquiry. What you are doing, you are searching. So this search in SAP terminology, it says inquiry. You are doing inquiry in website. So this inquiry will be registered by Amazon employees, which means Amazon employees who is working in Amazon site. Those we call it as end users who is working from Amazon. Those are called end users. Those they will do a data storage in the SAP system regarding your inquiry. You are searching for a laptop. So this is your inquiry. So you are searching for a laptop in the website. So this inquiry, how our end user will register in SAP ERP software product. So SAP ERP software product, if Amazon company is using and one of the customers searching for a product, that is inquiry in SAP terminology, that inquiry how end user he will store in the database. So end user is going to use a transaction code called VA21. VA21 or VA11. VA21 only. This is for inquiry. This VA21 transaction which is used to create the inquiry. And after, so here what end user is doing, he is logging into SAP system, and then there is a T code called VA21 he will enter, and this VA21 it will ask, okay, tell me who is the customer, what product he is searching. So he end user he will enter that product and the customer details on the day on which he was searched in the website, all those details. So that details will be stored in the system. So if you observe, sometimes we do searches and we did not purchase any product, right? So if you are doing like this, on one fine day, you will get notifications saying that uh, you are searching for a product. Now a price is come to a very low. Are you interested to buy? So how a backend team come to know that? Because you didn't purchase anything, you just browse, right? Because your browsing will be captured. So what you are searching in the website, everything will be captured, and based on your interest, it will be promoted prompt when the prices come down or any discounts are there. They'll give you a notification saying that this product which is on uh, huge discount, are you interested to buy? Like this messages you will get it. So because in the backend you don't know, there is a process called enquiry which is going to use by end users. They'll store your information into the database level using this VA21. Let me log in and show you first this SAP ERP software, how it will be and how end users they will access, and then how they are going to use this operation enquiry in system. And this is not only a software where they can do this uh, enquiry creation, because nowadays SAP ERP, which is an upgraded version available, that is S4, and which is connected to HANA, and this product, which is a very popular and very used product nowadays, and we are also getting trained into this product only. And now this product, end users, they can use in two ways. One way, simply they have a software installed in their machine, and through that software they will connect with the system and they will enter their user ID and credentials. Let me log in. So they'll connect to a system. They have a GUI application like this. They will double click Amazon employees, and then system will open like this. Here Amazon employees, they'll enter their user ID and password, and then they will log in into system. So this is the initial screen of SAP ERP S4 application, and I wanted to know software product details from this login system level. Which software product I am working? How do you know? You have an option system status. If you go here, you can see which database this software product is running. This is HANA database. And here in the product version, when you click, you will see what is the ABAP language version which it supports. This is SAP ABA is a latest ABAP programming language version. Nowadays, it is available in outside, and which is 7.5 series. This is the latest ABAP platform which is available. And also the product, which product I'm using. I just logged in into SAP, right? That is what is the product. The product is S4 HANA, and this is a on-premise software. Release is 2016 October release. This is what the uh, product information. So you are getting trained on SAP S4 HANA year 1610 release software product, and this software product released by SAP only for training purpose. This software product which has been released by SAP for our training purpose. Now we are using this software product for in our trainings, and this software product which supports latest SAP ABAP coding standards, which is 7.5 series. In this way, you will come to know, and which database this product is using is HANA database. And in this way, you will come to know how product details, because uh, if you look at other product like ECC. Earlier, you have a outdated product like Ambassador car. I told you, right? So now this is the Ambassador car. And in this, you can see system status. Why this is getting too much? Now you can see this Ambassador car are a earlier software product of ERP, ECC software product, which is runs on Microsoft SQL database because 2015 later when they introduced S4 at that moment only they introduced HANA and before they don't have database. SAP they are selling only a product but not the database. So they are asking their customer to use any other databases. If you go to product details, you can see this is SAP ABAP layer which supports uh, outdated syntaxes, which means 7.4 version syntax below it supports. But this product will never support 7.5 syntaxes, which means latest ABAP coding this particular product will not support. And installed products, you can go and see here SAP ERP software product we have, and this is the SAP ERP software product, and release is 2005 and product version is ERP 6.0. So this is before 2015 how customers using and how they are logging into the system. And this software product is too slow because this is operating on MS SQL and MS SQL database is a separate database we have to connect. So there are a separate discussion on the architecture at that time you will come to understand. Okay, now once user logged into the system, okay, so they can see a screen like this. And then if user wanted to create a inquiry, they will come here and then they will enter transaction code. And this is called command bar. Whatever you see, this is called command bar. In the command bar, they'll enter these transaction codes, which are provided by SAP. And when you need to click enter, when you click enter, you see there is a screen which is asking to create a quotation, and you can create quotation. And here, what needs to be added to create a quotation and what is quotation type, all this information as a ABAPer, you no need to learn these things because this is the learning for SAP functional consultant who trained on SAP SD module. And as a ABAPer, we are not required to learn these concepts. But when you are working with your functionals, you will understand to create a quotation what is required, minimum details. Now you can see a quotation, sorry, inquiry, right? We have to create VA11. Okay. So VA11 is the inquiry, not quotation. Change it. So inquiry, when user searches, first inquiry will be created. So when Amazon employees creating inquiry, they have to enter these details. Sold to party, who is the customer doing this inquiry, and what is the product. In SAP terminology, it's called material. So what is the product he was searching? And all the details, it will be stored by entering over here. And they will click on save. After they click on save, what will happen? The data what they entered, this will go and sit in SAP HANA database in a form of tables. In HANA database, you have tables, and these tables will store data what users entered on the screen level. Now the data will be stored and it is available. And after your search, what you will do? Let's say I wanted to buy a product with some configuration. Now I can see Asus is there, HP is there, Lenovo is there. Then what I'll do? I will do the uh, uh, product related price search, right? So this product, for which price it is available, and is there any discounts, all these things I'll see. And what about the warranty period? How many years they'll provide the warranty? Is there any extended warranty? And is there any other benefits, like this company is providing good support for the after sales or not? All these things I'll verify. So that is called SAP system terminology, that is called quotation. So after your inquiry, what you will do, you will ask for a price. So, okay, I wanted to purchase a laptop. There are plenty of laptops are available. Now I am interested to buy laptop from Asus or HP or Lenovo or Apple. Then what I'll do, each and every vendor, I'll see the prices, I'll see the discounts, and that is that information collection is called quotation. So now customer need a quotation related to the product. So in system terminology, that will be registered using a transaction VA21. And with this VA21 data also, which will come and sit in same tables, VBAK and VB table, these are system tables, SAP created tables. Now in this quotation, what is the product and what is the price? All these details will be available. So after quotation, after you verified all these details, what you will do? Finally, you will go and purchase any laptop what you are interested. Then you will go here and then you will buy now option you will use. So when you are using buy now, that is called, in the backend they will create a order that is called sales order. It will be created in system using a transaction code VA01 and tables are VBAK and VBAP. So sales order contains who is the customer, what product we are selling from Amazon, and when he was going to receive the order, all these details, from which plant we are selling this product. Your location is, let's say, Hyderabad, in somewhere in Manikonda, and you are ordering this product. Then what will happen? Order will be created in the backend by end users, and based on your address, the nearest plant, nearest delivery point will be allocated, and that delivery point will be having your product, and from the delivery point your product will be delivered. So after sales order, what will happen? That is delivery, picking, packing, and then delivery. These are all coming under delivery operation. And this delivery, again, we have the transaction codes. Those are VL01N. By using this transaction code, Amazon end users, they'll create a delivery, and this delivery information will be stored in a table LIKP and LIPS. If you observe here, I am always entering two types of tables. Okay, so here VBAK store header information, VBAP store item information. So what is header information? What is item information? If you look at this order, this is called header data. When you are enter sold to party and ship to party, sold to party means customer, ship to party means which delivery address you need to deliver this product. That is the ship to party information where you have to deliver, and then this product belongs to which sales organization and who is the ordering party, shipping location. All these details are header part. And the below one, like material product, what he was going to order, laptop, mouse, keypad. So those are all called item data. So this header data will be stored in one table, and the below item data will be stored in another table. That is what Every transaction I'm writing here are two tables, one table to store header data and another table to store item data. Now, after delivery, what will happen? We need to create a billing. So you will be receiving a product with a bill attached, right? So after billing, what will happen? You have to pay the amount. So that is called invoice. You need to settle the amount. Then this information, how in system point, how it will be created using transaction VF01. VF01, which is used to create the billing and invoice. And what are the backend tables which get stored with the data is VBAK, VBRK, and VBRP. These are the billing related tables which get stored with the billing information. And after this, what will happen? Finally, you are going to give a payment receipt. Yes, this is done. Finally, you have settled everything. Now, product is yours. And this is what the basic process in SAP ERP S4 HANA software product, one of the module called SD. So SAP ERP S4 HANA is a software product. This product which helps business operations related to sales, business operations related to HR department, business operations related to finance, business operating related to material management, business operation related to customer support, production planning, so many involved in a business. And in that, we are focused on SD. SD is what? It is one of the business process in ERP, which deals with all the sales and distribution activities. When you look at this SD model, in SD model, these are the main activities involved: inquiry, quotation, sales order, delivery, billing, and invoice. Why should we learn this is because we should understand a business. ABAPer is not only a programmer, his task is not always write the code. You are a consultant. Consultant means you should understand business and understand pain problems of the your end users, and then provide a solution with your skills. That is what your duty. So you never feel like from the day one you will be going to system and writing the code. This is not what you are doing. You will be always addressing customer issues, and you will be talking with business, understanding the business. Your day one starts with business only. That's what, at least one process in any one of the modules, because we are not sure, we never learn all these modules because these are individual modules in SAP, and each module it will take 3 months to 6 months time to learn, and we have separate consultant. So as a ABAPer, what is required, that only we will learn it. So when you are working with the module related tasks, at that time you'll understand the basic flows. And sales and distribution, why I have chosen, because in every business, this particular process is definitely it is there. Without this, no business will not run. Always every business must have sales and distribution activities. Hence, I'm talking about this sales and distribution. And you also remember this sales and distribution process, because in interviews, it will be, if they will ask this question, can you please explain any one business flow in SAP S4 application? Because you are a SAP S4 consultant, you should know, at least know what is a business process. So you should be ready to address, explain this sales process, saying that this is the sales process. It starts from here and ends here, and these are the important tables, T codes. You have to by heart, and you need to remember. This is this is required for the interview sake. Okay. Now, Sanjay, when he wanted to buy a laptop, so backend team they'll create a sales order. In a high level, I am talking. Whether they'll create an inquiry quotation, that is secondary, but definitely they'll create a sales order if I am ready to purchase a product. And after sales order, delivery, billing, these things will happen. And these are must and should activities. Now I have placed this products of 10 quantity or 2 quantity to purchase a laptop with quantity 2. I just click on buy. So when I click on buy now, what will happen? A product will be going to cart and then order will be placed. And at the same moment, Amazon end users, what they'll do, they'll verify that product is currently available in their plants or not, in their delivery points or not. If the product is not available, then immediately this end users, they are going to place one more order that is called purchase order. Purchase order with whom? Laptop provider Asus. For this company, they'll raise a purchase order saying that we need 10 laptops to Amazon store. Then this Asus company, they'll send this 10 laptops to Amazon, and when Amazon receive it, then they'll start the delivery and billing activity. Because Amazon is not the manufacturer, he is not the manufacturer for the laptop. Actual owners are different. So in this way, they'll be doing business by using SAP ERP software product. And when you are looking at this particular point, there are two types of data available. One is master data and another one is transaction data. So what is master data? What is transaction data? And if you look at here are master tables or transaction tables. So any of the way you can call it. Master data or tables or transaction data or tables. From the above example, what are master data tables? What are transaction data tables? Customer. Here Sanjay is what? Is a customer to Amazon. So customer information and vendor information. So Asus is vendor here. Customer information and vendor information is master data here, and product information. Laptop, mouse, these are all called master data. Customer, vendor, and product. These are called master data. So why it is master data? And first of all, what is master data? Master data means the data which creates once and never change frequently. That is called master data, which means if you wanted to buy any product from Amazon, what you have to do, suppose first you need to create an account. You need your account to be created in this particular website, right? Then only you can create orders. So account creation data is called master data. Account creation is nothing but customer creation. You are creating a customer, and that customer information like name, phone number, contact details, these are all called master data. So once you create it, next time when you log in, you are not going to do changes to your personal information or address information what you have kept. You are going to place order. For that only you will be logged into the system. So when you logged into the system and placing an orders, these orders are called transaction data, which means enquiry, sales order, quotation, and delivery billing, which are all comes under transaction data. Because every day a customer is going to place many orders. At least in a month, 10 to 15 orders he is going to place. That's why this is called transaction data or tables. So transaction data means which is frequently accessing. That tables are transaction tables, and which are not accessing frequently, those tables are called master data tables. So only we have two types of tables and data, either master data or transaction data. and the T codes which is provided here you need to remember. And in sales, majority of the T codes which starts from VA. Okay, and in any T code if you see a number ends with 1, which indicates it is a creation activity. VA 21 for creating the sales order, and VA 12 which is to change the sales order, and VA 13 which is used to delete the display the sales order. Okay, VA 11 for create, VA 12 for display, sorry, change, and VA 13 for display. So these are the transactions we have in our system. And if go to quotation also, when you see ends with 1, it's a creation. If you wanted to do, you need to use VA 22. If you wanted to display, then VA 23. These are all the transaction codes we have to remember in such a way. So now Amazon, how they are doing business, customer will place an order, and then sales order will be created in Amazon employee, and then they'll place a purchase order with whom? Purchase order with vendor. So now vendor will see the purchase order and he'll supply the materials. And once Amazon receive the materials, then they'll send the goods to our location. And after that, delivery billing will be happened. And finally, payment once we send and when we receive the confirmation. So there ends the sales process. So this is what a business process related to Amazon you need to learn. And by using this example, we come to understand a minimum understanding about the SAP ERP S4HANA sales application. And when you join in any company, you will be asked to work for an object which relate to sales module or which relate to HR module or CS, any other module. So whenever you receive an application to work, first thing, most priority work, what you have to do is learn that application related major process. What a process called HR it will start, how it will end, what are the main transaction codes, tables which are involved. That is what very important as a ABAPer for you. And you will never expect always you will receive SD module related work only, not like that. So you may be asked to work HR module, you may be asked to work for finance department. But when they assign and you are supposed to address, and at that time if you don't have a business idea, then it will be difficult for you. And that's the reason you no need to learn before, but at the time when you are engaged at that moment, learn the business and then behave as a ABAP consultant. Don't directly get into the technical aspects. Always try to understand the business. So now if I go inside this system, let me log in. Already we are into the system. Now let me log in. And this server related, okay, and system related, why we have this client, what is this client? So these things we will discuss in our coming class. And also I'll recommend you every day when you come, keep a Excel sheet with you. And in that Excel sheet, you just maintain few columns. This is serial number and topic and practice and any comments. Serial number 1. So what is the day 1 topic? Did you practice or not? Any comments on that? So in this way, you have to write Excel with you so that you will understand what are the topics are covered, what needs to be discussed in future. You may have some idea. And also practice. For example, you are not doing practice today, and at that time you have to update as pending, and you have to write some comment when this can be completed. Because you should not have keep on pending tasks. Every day you will be receiving some work and you need to practice. So if you are keep ideal and you are not performing, next day what will happen, you will be having more work and you may not understand properly. So that's the reason, keep a notepad or Excel or Word, anything like this, and then maintain uh, columns like this, and every day keep a track and note down this what we are discussed in the call. And this is make adapted so that you will understand where you are, what you are learned. And second thing, software related, we have an architecture landscape discussion that we will discuss in our coming class. And now you can see I just logged into the system, and this is what my initial screen. And in the initial screen I can see some buttons are there, and there is a command bar, left hand side navigations are there, and every screen we call it as session in our SAP terminology. And when you are in system, there are some shortcut keys we use to access our sessions. So slash o will be used not to kill the existing session and to access another session. I wanted to open VA01 without killing existing one. Then slash o I'll use. And now you can see two sessions are there, and one session will be used for the initial screen, one session for the sales order creation. And using this, how many sessions you can generate? You can generate 8 maximum sessions in GUI. And if you wanted to create one more session, you can simply click here, new GUI window, so that another screen will be opened. And also you have some commands like I wanted to kill this session, then slash in. When you use slash n, existing session will be killed and you will be called with initial screen. So to understand better, I'll recommend you a website where you have this shortcut keys for ABAP. Go through that uh, document once so that you will have an idea. Keyboard shortcuts for ABAP development. So go through this link page once and you will understand how we can use shortcut keys in our ABAP code. So now our end user, when he perform his task, is done with the task, and when he see there are plenty of screens are open, and he wanted to close each and every screen. So is it possible to close each and every screen one by one? Yes, it is possible. You can go to the screen where you wanted to delete. Here you can select so that session will be deleted. So this is one way. And another way, I don't wanted to delete manually one by one. I wanted to kill all the sessions at once. Then you can use a command called slash nex. When you use slash nex and enter, what will happen? All the sessions which are open, everything will be closed. It is not available now. So in this way, we will work with our SAP system, and there is a Fiori applications also, not only from GUI, we can connect sales application, inquiry quotation applications using uh, SAP provided Fiori applications also, Fiori apps also. In ECC, that is not possible. We have a website, Fiori apps, which SAP created, and by using this Fiori apps also we can create with our SAP related sales quotation, inquiry, all these different operations. This is only possible only when you have a customer and he is using SAP S4 HANA either on-premise or on cloud. When he was using either on-premise or on cloud, then only it is possible for them to use these Fiori applications to their system. If your customer is still using ECRP version or ECC version, then he cannot able to use this Fiori applications within their screen. So this is one website where you can see a lot of screens related to product release. You need to select your relevant product so that it will take you to the available transactions which are already designed, and you can use the transactions by configured within your SAP system and then use it. Okay, so this is what we were planned to discuss today. I am stopping with this. So far, any doubts? Okay, if no questions, we can wind up for today. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Bye.